Combat mental laziness. Mental laziness is a silent affliction that gradually renders you passive, susceptible to influence, and strips away your ability to think critically. When you consume information without questioning, you forfeit your capacity to analyze, evaluate, and make independent choices. The world bombards you with opinions, distractions, and noise. Without training your mind to think for itself, you risk adopting the thoughts others impose on you. Here's a daily practice. Dedicate 15 minutes to reading a substantial book. Challenge yourself to question everything you encountered. Don't accept things at face value. Probe deeper. The more you question, the sharper and more vibrant your mind becomes. You'll start noticing connections others overlooked, uncovering truths hidden beneath the surface, and resisting the numbing effect of shallow content. As Stoic philosopher Epictetus warned, it's impossible for someone to learn what they think they already know. This isn't just advice, it's a caution. Ceasing to question means ceasing to grow. Assuming you know enough causes your mind to stagnate. Epictetus reminds us that humility unlocks wisdom. A strong mind isn't one stuffed with facts, but one that craves understanding, never settling for simplistic answers. Mental laziness is insidious, yet destructive. Break the cycle. Awaken your mind. When you feel tempted to zone out, or passively accept information, ask, is this true? Am I understanding this? Or just echoing what I've heard? Reclaim your thoughts, and you'll stop being a follower. You'll become the creator of your own reality. Ready to deepen your growth. The next lesson reveals the true key to self-mastery. Controlling your emotions before they control you. Stay with me, command your emotions. We often view discipline as rising early, exercising, or resisting temptation. But there's a deeper, often overlooked form of discipline. Emotional discipline. This is the ability to manage your feelings, remain calm amidst turmoil, and choose responses over reactions. It determines whether you speak words you'll regret, abandon goals prematurely, or fall into self-destructive patterns. Mastering your emotions isn't about suppressing them. It's about cultivating the awareness and strength to feel without being ruled. The Stoics grasped this long before modern psychology, teaching that true freedom lies in the pause between an event and your reaction. When someone offends you, your instinct might be to snap back, defend yourself, or stew in silence. But what if you paused, took a breath, and let the initial surge of emotions settle before responding? That moment of pause is where self-mastery begins. This doesn't make you cold or detached. It makes you more present, more attuned to yourself and others. By refusing to let anger, envy, or fear dictate your actions, you choose deliberate responses. This preserves your peace and earns others' respect. Each time you pause, breathe, and respond thoughtfully, you build a rare inner strength. This distinguishes those who merely get by from those who truly shape their lives. Command your emotions before they command you, and you'll join the few who live by choice, not chance. Filter out distractions. Embrace the essential we live in, a world drowning in noiseless emails, social media alerts, relentless news cycles, and digital distractions. This won't change, but you don't have to let it consume you. Erode your focus, cloud your thoughts, or drown out what matters. You wake up, and your phone buzzes with notifications, pulling your mind in countless directions before the day begins. By midday, you're drained not from meaningful work, but from a barrage of trivial information. Today's world isn't just busy, it's saturated with distractions. Without filtering them, your clarity and energy slip away daily. Most don't realize this theft of focus. Every notification, every scroll steals your willpower. Instead of creating something valuable, you're reacting, bouncing between distractions. You may feel productive, but deep down, you're scattered and unfulfilled. This isn't how you're meant to live. You deserve better than letting external noise control your mind. Pause and ask, am I living on my terms, or just reacting to the world's demands? The first step to mastering life is mastering your attention, otherwise, someone else will. Stoicism teaches us to eliminate distractions and focus on what's essential. Marcus Aurelius advised, seek tranquility by doing less, or rather, doing what's vital. You don't need to answer every message, read every headline, or follow every trend. Real strength lies in discerning what deserves your focus and what can be ignored. Practically, it's simple but challenging. Disable non-essential notifications. Start your day phone-free for an hour, and set priorities the night before. By focusing on what matters, your mind sharpens, anxiety fades, and control returns. The world will always vie for your attention, but you decide what enters your mind. Ready to reclaim your focus. Eliminate distractions, prioritize the essential, and join the 1% who rise above the chaos. Comment, silence, focus, power, action to commit to this path. Cultivate the mental habits of the unbreakable. Being invincible isn't a fantasy, it's within your reach. You are powerful, capable of rising above any challenge. A psychological truth: we become what we think about most, and what we believe about ourselves. If you tell yourself you're fragile, that the world will break you, that's what will happen. But if you believe you can overcome obstacles, shatter limits, and become unbreakable, that's what you'll become. The top 1%, those who seem untouchable, aren't born with unique gifts or luck. Their strength lies in mental habits that shape their reality daily. The unbreakable don't ignore life's challenges. They prepare for them. They train their minds to look beyond immediate struggles, motivate themselves without external validation, and rise after setbacks without self-pity. They ask, what can I learn, and keep moving forward. Consider Helen Keller, born deaf and blind, facing a life that could have been one of isolation. Yet, with her teacher, Anne Sullivan, she embraced each day with fierce resolve and curiosity, learning to communicate through touch, then to speak, read, and write. She graduated college, authored books, and inspired millions. Her story shows that limits exist only if you accept them. With resilience, your mind can surpass your circumstances, turning setbacks into strength. You won't feel invincible daily. That's normal. But each time you plant thoughts of discipline, vision, and resilience, you grow closer to invincibility. This is Stoicism in action, not wishful thinking. By building these habits, you outshine the 99% through consistent effort. Starting now. Challenge. Limiting beliefs. How often have you dismissed opportunities with thoughts like, I'm too old, I'm not qualified, or they're out of my league? Whether hesitating to apply for a job or approach someone, these thoughts reveal deep-seated self-beliefs. They're not mere ideas, they're silent scripts, guiding your choices, steering you from your desires. But these beliefs aren't truths. They're mental habits formed from past failures, careless comments, or others' doubts. Unchallenged, they confine you to a smaller life than you deserve. Each I can't without trying strengthens these chains. Stoicism urges us to question them fiercely. Marcus Aurelius said, the obstacle to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. When you ask, is this belief true, or just old conditioning? You reclaim power. Change comes from doubting your doubts more than your potential. Your mind is malleable, shaped by choice. By challenging and rewriting limiting beliefs, you make your mind an ally, not an adversary. It's not instant, but every step forward, despite fear, is a triumph. You stop letting your past dictate your future. Thank you for joining me halfway on this journey. Your engagement helps spread this message, creating change one insight at a time. Don't leave. The upcoming lessons are even more transformative. They could reshape your life, so stay patient as we elevate to new heights. Embrace solitude without loneliness. Solitude is often seen as a luxury, but it's a powerful gift. In our hectic lives, we crave moments of peace, to reflect, recharge, and create. Yet many never learn to be alone without feeling lonely. This 7th Stoic lesson, mastering solitude without loneliness, is vital for mental mastery and outperforming the 99%. No one accompanies you through life except yourself. Friends, family, and colleagues come and go, but your relationship with your mind endures. The Stoics knew true strength comes from being at ease in your own company, not from constant companionship. Seneca wrote, "The greatest barrier to living is expectation, which clings to tomorrow and forsakes today." Instead of fearing solitude, embrace it as a mirror to your thoughts, fears, and desires, free from external noise. Try this. One day each weekend, unplug. Skip social plans, silence your phone, take a solo walk, and journal. The first hour may feel uneasy, that's normal. As distractions fade, you hear your own voice, needing no external validation. Peace isn't out there, it's within. This isn't about isolation, but building a foundation so strong you stand firm alone. Mastering solitude without loneliness helps you grow, revealing who you are and what matters. Turn solitude into your strength. Shape your inner dialogue to transform your life. Start with the voice in your head. The narrative you tell yourself about your worth, abilities, and potential shapes your reality. Most let their inner voice become a harsh critic. I'm not enough. I always fail. I'll never match them. These are internal enemies, more dangerous than external challenges.